Hello and welcome to the AI Farm Business Interview Update. Today we learn more about the technical side of AI in agriculture. I'm joined by Donald Grant, the Public Relations and Technical Consultant for AI Farm. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you, Andy. Great to be back.
In basic terms, what exactly is AI or artificial intelligence?
Artificial intelligence is the simulation of human intelligence processes by machines, especially computer systems. Specific applications of AI include expert systems, natural language processing, speech recognition, and now farming. As the hype around AI has accelerated, vendors have been scrambling to promote how their products and services use AI. But in general use, the term artificial intelligence means a program which mimics human cognition. At least some of the things we associate with other minds, such as learning and problem solving, can be done by computers, though not in the same way as we do. That is the basics of what artificial intelligence is all about.
So the basic techniques used are similar to other industries?
In general, yes, but it is dependent on the algorithms used and how much computing power can be achieved during the process. Increasingly powerful computers that connect remotely via the internet makes machine learning techniques produce enormous amounts of data. This kind of information can be adapted into AI farming, therefore providing an edge over the competition.
Can you explain the life cycle of agriculture and how it relates to AI?
Sure. The first step in the traditional method is the preparation of soil, and then sowing of seeds. To maintain soil fertility, we add fertilizers. Next is irrigation, and then weed protection. The next step is harvesting of the crops, and finally, storage of the product. Now, if you combine artificial intelligence and agriculture, it can be beneficial for the following processes or techniques. Analyzing market demand. AI can simplify crop selection and help farmers identify what produce will be most profitable. Managing risk. Farmers can use forecasting and predictive analytics to reduce errors in business processes and minimize the risk of crop failures. Breeding seeds. By collecting data on plant growth, AI can help produce crops that are less prone to disease and better adapted to weather conditions. Monitoring soil health. AI systems can conduct chemical soil analysis and provide accurate estimates of missing nutrients. Protecting crops. AI can monitor the state of plants to spot and even predict diseases, identify and remove weeds, and recommend effective treatment of pests. Feeding crops. AI is useful for identifying optimal irrigation patterns and nutrient application times and predicting the optimal mix of agronomic products. Harvesting. With the help of AI, it's possible to automate harvesting and even predict the best time for it.
So this process of automation or AI and even robotics can minimize manual work?
Artificial intelligence combined with autonomous tractors and the internet can solve one of the most common problems in farming, a shortage of labor. These technologies are also potentially cost-effective because they're more accurate and thus reduce errors. Taken together, AI, autonomous tractors, and the internet are the key to precision agriculture. Another less common but rapidly growing technology is robotics. Agricultural robots are already being used in manual work, such as picking fruits and vegetables and thinning lettuce. The advantages of robots over farm workers are considerable. They can work longer, are more precise, and are less prone to error. It just makes sense to the stream of concept of farming with less human labor involved.
I understand that you have developed a robot that is used for pollination of the plants. Could you explain how it works?
Sure, Andy. What you see here is our first robot that is used for pollination. It moves autonomously down a road detecting flowers that are ready for pollination. Once detected, a robot will apply a calibrated air pulse to the flower to vibrate it, which in turn replicates buzz pollination. You can see the cameras and the air nozzles in action, treating plants on both sides of a row. It's quite amazing to watch how these robots operate on their own, and it gets the job done precisely.
Is this process of pollination done frequently with robots?
Andy, the robot is working frequently each week to assure precise quality and a great harvest when the time comes. This is the way of the future for AI Farm and its partners around the world. We will continue to develop advanced technology that will outperform its competition, and AI Farm will become the leader in the industry.
What happens when there is a failure of equipment?
When it comes to productivity, downtime is its opposition. This is because it only takes one machine to be out of action for an entire supply chain to grind to a halt. Of course, many businesses expect and accept a small amount of downtime. They understand that machines need to be periodically taken offline and be inspected for safety and repairs. But through planned maintenance, they can reduce the risk of failure with periodic assessments. While the risk of failure is still there, businesses have a greater chance of fixing the problem before it occurs and maximize the useful life of a machine. So, a schedule of planned maintenance, regardless of conditions, will keep business in order.
So besides maintenance of machines, what other aspects of the technology that are required to keep the process of AI Farm moving?
Surveillance systems are required to monitor every crop field's real-time video feeds, which will identify animal or human breaches, sending an alert immediately. AI and machine learning reduce domestic and wild animals' potential to accidentally destroy crops or experience a break-in or burglary at a remote farm location. Given the rapid advances in video analytics fueled by AI and machine learning algorithms, everyone involved in farming can protect their fields and buildings' perimeter. AI and machine learning video surveillance systems scale just as easily for a large-scale agricultural operation as for a small individual farm.
So it seems that AI Farm will continue to grow and succeed in long-term sustainability in AI agriculture for years to come. It's a very exciting time to see this evolution of farming. I'd like to thank you very much for sharing this information with us today.
It's been my pleasure, and thanks for the opportunity.
And that's our program. Thanks for watching. See you next time.